So in this video, I want to go through what not to expect from your virtual assistant. Hi, so I'm Adrian. I own Smart Sidekicks, a virtual assistant staffing agency where we place trained and highly professional, experienced virtual assistants in your business that cost a heck of a lot less than hiring locally. Now, I've been hiring virtual assistants or VAs for probably close to 10 years now. I've probably hired close to 50 VAs over that period as well. So I feel like I've got a pretty good idea of what to expect from a VA and what not to expect. So in this video, let's go through 6 things to not expect from your virtual assistant. Okay, number 1, don't expect your virtual assistant to be a mind reader. This is one I see all the time from business owners. They expect that, I don't know why actually, they just expect that they can read their mind and that they know their business. Now, look, VAs can be really, really awesome, but they can't read your mind. Okay, so communication goes a huge, huge way in dealing with VAs. A lot of people, I guess, forget that they are virtual. So there actually needs to be more communication than there would be if you're sort of working side by side, physically. So communication, over communicate, whether you're using written text like via messaging apps or emails or videos like this, like you're doing a screen share, or voice messages. Okay, number 2, don't expect them to be available 24/7. So just treat them like you would a local worker. If you're hiring, like I'm in Australia, if you're hiring in Australia, you're probably not going to be messaging your workers at 8 p.m. or 5 a.m. So it's exactly the same thing. Just because they're virtual doesn't mean that they are sitting at their computer 24/7. It's just exactly the same. They have a family, they have pastimes and hobbies and things they need to do. So yeah, don't expect them to be just there waiting online, ready to reply to your messages. Okay, number 3, don't expect them to perform miraculous overnight transformations. Now, VAs are awesome, but they're not robots. Okay, so they need time to learn your business, learn all the ins and outs, what it is you do, the customers or the clients you work with, how the business all goes together, and depending on their role in that business, it dictates sort of what they can and can't do or what they can and can't learn in a quick time frame. So best thing for you as a business owner is just to make sure you've got your systems and processes in place, and you just take time to show them those things and go through your training. And I always say give them a 90-day period to sort of get used to your business. That's more than enough time to get used to it, learn the ropes, learn everything. They may not be like top of the heap when it comes to after 90 days, but they should be pretty good. They should have a pretty good idea. And if they don't after 90 days, that's when you obviously need to revisit training, have a talk to them and see what's going on, why they may not be getting your business. Okay, number 4, don't expect them to be a decision-making ninja. Again, just like training and all that kind of thing, you need to give them, guidelines as to the kind of decisions you do want them to make and not want them to make. So for me, for instance, in my other online businesses where I have a whole team of Filipinos, they're given guidelines of what they can and can't do, amounts of money that they can and can't refund without running it past me or past my manager. All these kinds of little rules and guidelines will help the decision-making process. So don't expect them to be able to make those decisions. Preferably you give them some guidelines to go by so they know what to do when the time comes. Okay, number 5 is they can't juggle a million tasks simultaneously. Just because they're virtual doesn't mean that they can do all these different things. They can multitask to a degree, of course, just like any person. Whether you agree if multitasking is really a good thing or not, I think it's better just to focus. But yeah, just don't expect them to be doing a million different things for you at once, especially if you've just got one VA or you're just hiring your first VA, and you may be sort of throwing a lot at them at first. Don't expect that they can do it all. You'll naturally start to see their skills rise in certain areas and maybe not rise in other areas. So just make sure to prioritize and communicate your deadlines, for specific tasks and all the different types of things so that they know, where they're at and they don't feel like they're juggling chainsaws. Okay, number 6 is don't expect them to be an expert in everything. Now, if you hired a virtual assistant from my agency, Smart Sidekicks, you'd get a trained and experienced VA in their specific skill set. But this doesn't mean that they're an expert in everything under the sun. So if you're requiring let's say a video editor, they may be okay at graphic design or designing thumbnails or things like that are sort of similar, but they may be really terrible at doing customer service. Okay, so like wildly different things. Sometimes you can get VAs that are a little bit good at a lot of things, but again, it just depends on your needs and your wants and what you want specifically in your business, whether you want a specialist, like a real specialist, or someone that's sort of a bit of an all-rounder. So that's that's it. That is 6 no-nos of what not to expect when hiring a virtual assistant. Now, if you want a highly specialized, trained, and skilled VA in your business, book a free discovery call with us below. It is absolutely free, no obligation to place an awesome VA in your business. Click the link below, book a call, and I'll see you there.